So you wanted to see something crazy? Here's something crazy. One of a kind. So this was built by somebody you actually used to know back a million years ago.
A true hero of synthesizer.
Yeah,
and I don't know if he went under the radar to some people, but Casey Young was definitely one of the pioneers, innovators, unbelievable musician, and he was there at the beginning of this doing things that we were all like at the time just going like, you know, this is like a synth altar.
Yeah.
Who would do this?
Casey Young. That's who. And it's basically a modular 8-voice Oberheim system. It's really more 2 4-voices according to Casey, and he would control this with another Oberheim 8-voice that he had custom done to control this with CV gate outputs. Otherwise, he'd actually have it connected in parallel with an EMU modular that was polyphonic with the 4060 keyboard.
That belongs here.
That belongs here, yes. And actually, I'm getting an EMU modular soon, and I plan to use the 4060 keyboard under this monster. Also, full disclosure, again, getting back to the CS80 with the cobbler shoes, this has not been gone through. The inside of this is going to be very dusty and ratty. Not a representation of work we do for our customers, but it does look really cool.
But we want to see it.
Of course, it does mostly work. It does at least do the light show, you know, with the digi-tune. And it's really amazing, and I'll show you the inside. You know, a couple interesting things is the digi-tune module I just mentioned, a fully functioning programmer, an MXR, I think it's a mini limiter. Yeah, mini limiter, a phase 2, or a biphase 2, and a surge wave shaper.
There's a phase shifter in it, huh?
Yeah, got a wave phase shifter right there.
Super nice.
And a surge.
And for those of you that don't know, this is just like an Oberheim expander module, like SEM, S-E-M, synthesizer expander module. So you'll find these, you can buy them individually. It's in the 2-voice, the 4-voice, and the 8-voice. And he's plugged them in here and built these patch bays, I guess, like interspersed among the modules. So truly unique thing. You'll never see another one because there isn't one.
That's right. And I will now ask my friend Carter here to help me flip this thing around, which could go one of 2 ways.
It's a good thing you got it on camera.
That's right.
Last time.
All right, so let's just lift it up and turn it around. Turn
It's
it
like
around.
moving a body. Gotta love
Maybe
this.
go backwards first, and then we'll come back with it.
Gotta love this.
Okay, I'm starting my flip.
This is just to turn it around.
I do my own stunts.
Oh my goodness. Okay. And what year are we talking about?
Definitely 70s. So let's see if we can get it under the
70s.
lights.
Oh yeah,
There
that
we go.
helps a lot. Okay.
There we go. So, a lot going on here. 2 mini sequencers. So these are 2 dual sequencers by Oberheim, found in the 2-voice and standalone. Got 2 of them here. Here's the back of the digi-tune. And then here is an actual 8-voice programmer module, fully loaded, which is awesome. Here's some level shifting stuff for the 4060 keyboard to convert the gate signals so it's more appropriate for the SEM. Keyboard module, which does nothing, and of course the SEMs. And all the SEMs are of course fully patched out for the most part. If we want to get one of the cameras closer so you can really see the design, you know, this is designed by a few people, Tom Oberheim, Jim Cooper, and I feel so bad, Dennis Collins from ARP, that's his name. He did the filter design, I believe. And the oscillator section is a Dave Rossum design.
You mean
from EMU.
this custom build thing?
No, just the SEM itself.
Oh, just within the SEM.
Within the SEM itself. So you got that Rossum design oscillator here, a little power supply section, and then a filter section, which is from the same guy who did the filters or a lot of the circuitry with ARP.
So Tom brought all those people in when he built these SEMs?
And Tom's very open about having the help that he had to make these things as amazing as they were. Is really a brain trust of people, you know, including people from ARP, which is cool.
That really is cool. And but did Casey, like, how much was he involved in doing this?
He did pretty much this all himself except the wood cabinet, so from what he told me, and the channel strips for the the screws.
Oh, so he's not a wood master craftsman, but he
No.
can do everything else. That's just amazing to me.
Yeah, he
that-
did everything else, including the wiring for better and for worse. There's some solid core wire in some places.
Great musician, great programmer, and then he can do this.
Yes.
That's a one of a kind.
And then you have all these patch bays that connect everything together. And then, of course, you have the
Well, we need to come
Bishop
back when this is.
when it's fully done up, yeah. But just to give you an idea of how a modular system can look in the back, this is definitely kind of a rat's nest example, but it's still really awesome. I love how he has the programmer battery up here. That's amazing.
What is it?
That's to hold the
double A
patches in the,
and a
in the
D?
programmer. Wow. Yeah.
It's just an alkaline battery.
I didn't notice that before. And then of course the big old power supply is down there. But really an incredible synthesizer. I can't wait for it to work. But yeah, I hope this feeds your interest in something like this.
Well, who gets to see this? This is it.